So it's safe to say there are plenty hair myths out there. In today's video I've put together 5 which you are most likely to believe. As always, be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy or want to see a part 2. It lets me know you guys like seeing these types of videos, and be sure to subscribe to keep up to date if you haven't already. Without further ado, myth number 1. Cutting the ends of your hair will make it grow faster. To put this simply, hair growth happens from the scalp at the hair follicle, and so cutting the ends or the length of your hair isn't actually going to change where the hair growth is occurring. With that being said, as your hair gets longer, it is advisable to go for some trims to remove split ends, which in turn results in your hair looking and feeling healthier, as well as minimizing breakage. If you're looking to grow out your hair, 8 to 12 weeks is probably the sweet spot to go in for these maintenance trims. At that point, you want to make it clear to whoever's cutting your hair that you only want the ends maintained. Anything more than that, it's going to take longer to grow out your hair. This next hair myth is in regards to hair loss, and it's the idea that hair loss is determined by your father's, mother's, uncle, aunties, grandparents' genetics. This myth varies depending on the source, but it's suggestive that hair loss is inherited by a certain member of the family. While most hair loss cases in men are a result of genetically inherited male pattern baldness, the nature of where these genes come from is far more complex than just pinpointing it to a certain member of the family, and truly understanding your susceptibility to male pattern baldness will come from taking tests and seeking professional advice. So with that being said, try not to look too deeply into the state of your father's hair, for example whether he has hair or if he doesn't, as there is no guarantee that your hair will follow the same path. This third myth is also on the topic of hair loss, and it's something I've seen in the comments regularly, and it's the idea that wearing hats causes hair loss. The only way that this myth holds any truth is if you're wearing a super tight hat that's pulling at your hair for a long period of time, and even then it's not really causing hair loss as such, but rather hair breakage. Anything that just regularly fits, like this beanie that I wear in my videos, will be good to go. As long as you're washing them regularly, there is no reason why your hair should suffer in any way. Myth number 4 is the idea that shampooing causes hair breakage. It makes sense why shampooing and hair breakage are closely associated, and it's because in the shower is where you typically notice the most hair fall. However, it is important to establish that the average person will lose around 100 strands of hair a day, and when we wash or rinse our hair in the shower, those detached pieces of hair are taken away from the follicle, and therefore giving us the impression that the act of washing the hair is actually breaking the hair or causing hair loss. And this is something you could even try out yourself. If you wash your hair 2 days in a row, on the second day of washing your hair, you'll notice significantly less hair fall than if you are to wait 2 or 3 days. And the last hair myth of this video is you should avoid using conditioner if you have an oily scalp. The production of sebum is happening at the scalp or the follicle of the hair, and so if you're applying conditioner as you should be, only to the lengths, your scalp should remain undisturbed by the conditioner and therefore unaffected by the extra boost of hydration and oils sourced from the conditioner. And less can definitely be more with conditioner, so you only want to be using a small amount. Again, that brings this video to an end. If you do want to see a part 2 to this, please give this video a thumbs up. And again, my socials and favorite products are always linked in the description. But until then, I will see you all in the next one. Take care guys, bye bye.